Terrific. You made it to day 5 of the Cash Flow Challenge. Thank you so much for joining me on this challenge. Listen, I'd love to hear your feedback below this video. If you could just comment your favorite aha, your biggest breakthrough, the lesson or the video that had your favorite message in it. Let me know how it changed you, what you're doing differently now, and obviously, let me know if you've had some major money breakthroughs. I want to celebrate with you. Maybe you've attracted your first client. Maybe you had a record sales day. Maybe you had finally a clear idea of how to maybe package your expertise in a high-end package, or maybe something that boosts your cash flow and passive income. Just let me know what you thought about this challenge, and obviously, I'm here for questions. If you have questions, something didn't quite make sense you want me to elaborate on, feel free to comment below this video. Tag me in your comment if you want me to respond faster. I am here to help you and be of support. So in day number 4, let's review very quickly. In day number 4, I talked about the simple but powerful sort of daily practice that made, I believe, 46 days of cash flow, daily cash flow, possible for me last year. It was really one of those breakthrough moments where I realized I had stepped into a new experience with money, one that was fun and joyful and easy and amazing and broke records, and all of it felt fairly effortless. And I want that for you too. One of the reasons why I'm so committed to helping you transform your money experience is because I want you to go from stressful struggle into joy and empowered money experiences. I'll say that one more time because this is huge. I want you to go from stressful struggle into joy and empowerment with your money experience. Now, I know that that's possible. I hope you feel it too. And in day number 5, I'm going to give you a couple of tips to hopefully help you make that a reality. And if you want to continue to work with me and really go deep into your money story and money experience and transform it into something that is joyful and easy and empowered, I would love to work with you. Simply look below where you see this video for information about a limited time offer that is only available inside this cash flow challenge. It is a one-time offer, limited offer. Once it goes away, it goes away. So if there's a way I can be of support to you within those parameters, within that offer, I would love to. So let's go ahead and dive into day number 5. So a couple of things that I want to leave you with in day number 5 is, number 1, I want you to know that everything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything you desire is possible. Every desire that you crave is possible. There are no limits to what you can create because you are ultimately the creator of your life. There are no mistakes. There are no sort of life paths or destinies that you are destined to live, that's something you desire you can't have. It really is an open playing field and an infinite world of possibility. So, especially with your money, I know how confusing it can be, especially in the moment when you are struggling or when you are stuck in non-action because you don't have a piece of clarity that you need to move forward. I know what it feels like to, in those moments, not have the money even though you desperately desire it, right? There's some sort of gap. There's some sort of like empty space between where you are in your money experience and where you want to be. Now, while your steps will be unique to you, and you're really going to have to dive into what feels best for you, what feels right for you. Sure, I can teach you money-making strategies through business coaching. You can purchase products and programs from myself or from other mentors to, help you clarify how you're going to do that. But I really want you to learn to rely on yourself in this process, because your path to greatness, your path to complete money liberation, liberation from stress, liberation from limitation, that process will be very unique to you, and not, people from the outside can't always tell you what your next steps are. You're going to have to learn to rely on yourself and your relationship with your higher self, with your true nature, with your world, based on where you are and where you want to go. This is really an important part of making money. And I'm going to give you a second step to this in just a few minutes, so stick with me here. And it will support what I'm talking about here. Listen, you don't need anyone outside of yourself to show you how to make money, although that is definitely helpful, especially in times when you don't know how to make it. And you rely on mentors and leaders who have been there and have made it out to give you some sort of feedback and pieces of information that will help you really unlock your path to success. Listen, we're here for you and we can help you, but at the end of the day, your path to everything is possible will be unique to you. So I want you to learn to rely on yourself. I want you to pay attention to your intuition. I want you to pay attention to what you feel in your gut is your next most logical step. The one that feels the most natural, the one that feels the easiest, the one that feels, well, of course, that's what I would do next. That one feels the best. It's going to be hugely important moving forward, especially where your money experience is concerned, that you learn to trust yourself. Your instincts are never wrong. I would say that there's a process of really truly understanding what's your instinct and what's your fear, right? Because you don't want to be taking action from fear. You want to be taking action from divine guidance. But you'll have to feel your way through that. Here's what I know. No matter where you are, no matter where you've been, you can still get to where you want to be. Everything is possible. Every desire that you feel is possible. And the way there is already there. Now, how do I know that? Because this is, listen, we know scientifically that the world is ultimately a quantum field of imagination. We look outside, we see trees, we see grass, we see birds flying around, we see airplanes flying in the sky, we see cars driving past, we hear people talking, we hear dogs barking, we see people walking down the street, and all of that seems very real. It seems very tangible, right? There's a person, there's a tree, there's an airplane, there are people talking. It seems very real, but I'm here to tell you that it's actually not real. It's not real at all, which helps you in two ways. Number one, your struggle isn't real. I want you to think about your struggle in a different way, knowing that this is a quantum field, which basically quantum physics says this: everything exists, but nothing is created until there is interaction with you. So in other words, if you can imagine this world, Earth, right, this earthly experience, if you can sort of imagine like a treasure chest, if you can imagine a big, huge, really big, solid, sort of wooden treasure chest that's empty inside. Okay, that's the quantum field. Now, everything is possible in that field. But here's the kicker. Nothing is created. Nothing exists until someone opens that treasure chest and looks inside. And what gets created inside that treasure chest is actually unique to you and your interaction with that quantum field. So you can put two treasure chests of quantum fields in front of two different people. And when each person opens that chest, they will see two different experiences based on their individual interaction with that quantum field. This is exactly how the world works here. I know that when you look outside, Or when you get in your car and you feel something with your hands, you think this is real. And I'm here to tell you it's actually not. Everything in your world is being created merely by your unique interaction with it. Now, number one, that means your struggle is an illusion because it's simply a creation of where you are right now. Number two, it also means that a different experience is possible, which is great news because you didn't come here to struggle. You didn't come here to do without. You didn't come here to be broke. You didn't come here to fight life. You came here to be free. You came here to enjoy this experience, this game, and it should be a game that's fun and free and easy and abundant. You came here to engage in this wonderful imaginary playground where you are the creator of your experience. Sorry, that's my dog Lucy in the background. You came to be the creator of your experience. Here she comes. You can hear her. You came to be the fun participant of this imaginary world. And again, everything is possible. There are no limits. Nothing is off limits. There is nothing that you cannot create. There is nothing that you cannot let go of. There is nothing that you cannot bring into your experience. Everything is possible. This is the number one piece that I want you to walk away with. Everything is possible. This is a quantum field that simply creates a reflection of what's going on inside of you. There is nothing out of your control. There is nothing that you cannot change. There is no experience that you cannot have. There is nothing that you cannot let go of. Listen, if it's not serving you anymore, let go of it. This isn't real. Our time here is so limited. You get this one lifetime, this one time. And I can guarantee you did not come here to struggle. You came here to find yourself. You came here to remember and get better at remembering that you are the creator of your experience and you can have any damn life you want to, any way you want to, anywhere you want to, making any amount of money, doing anything you desire. Now, let's get on to step two. Here's the final thought that I'm going to leave you with here. It's very interesting because none of us, very few of us, have been taught actually how to make money. And this process of really evolving your money experience from one of fear and lack and scarcity and anxiety. I can't tell you how many women I know, and I know because I used to be this way. My money experience was filled with anxiety and lack and debt and disempowerment and all these feelings that constantly pulled me out of my center of power. I felt totally out of control. I felt totally powerless to transforming it into something that I wanted. I felt powerless to other people. I felt powerless to money. I felt powerless in my business. I felt powerless in my personal life. But I'm here to tell you that here's your tip number 2, step number 2. Making money is a practice. Making feel-good money is a practice. The only way to learn how to make money is to start making money now and do it any way you can. The only way to start making feel-good money is to start making money and feel your way into better ways. The only way to transform your money experience is to start engaging with money. You need to circulate it. You need to receive it. You need to start receiving more money for your services. You need to start investing more money in other people. You need to start up-leveling your life. You need to start playing a bigger game. You got to start taking ownership of your mindset. You've got to pay attention to how you're showing up in your day. You've got to pay attention to where your fears crop up. You've got to pay attention to where your joy and ease and flow show up. You cannot change your money experience until you start playing a bigger money game. And I understand it's scary. As someone who really had to listen, I had to overcome a lot of stuff. Going from someone who was almost 100K in debt, I had zero power with understanding how to make money being me. I had zero power with really attracting the kind of people that I wanted to work with and live with and play with and be in relationships with. And there was no way through it. There was no way through it. I had to go through it. I simply had to every day practice making money. I had to practice stepping into my life purpose. I had to practice being available to serve people. I had to practice receiving money. I had to practice circulating more money than I ever had. I had to practice creating record-breaking sales days. I had to practice receiving daily cash flow. It didn't happen overnight, and a lot of the times it was scary as hell, until it wasn't scary anymore. Until I finally became the kind of woman who was able to generate cash flow at much bigger levels, at easier levels, at more feel-good levels, at levels that allowed me not only to improve my personal life, but to serve the women in my community on such a deeper level. Making money is a practice, and I'm here to tell you that wherever you are, you have to start now. This is not something that can wait. This is not something you can put off. You have to practice circulating money. You have to practice receiving money. And in the beginning, it's scary, but it gets easier. And eventually, you will go from a woman who is stuck in struggle with money, stuck in a relationship of anxiety and fear with money, into a woman who has complete and utter confidence that you know exactly how to generate all the cash flow you desire or require for your desires. Let me say that one more time, because this is ultimately what I hope to provide for you inside this community. You will go from a woman who is struggling with a very uncomfortable and anxious and fearful relationship with money into a woman who has 100% clarity and confidence in creating all the money you require to fulfill your desires. This, my love, is when the transformation happens. This is when you go from a woman who struggles to make money, just being you, struggles to make money in your business, to being a woman who makes more than enough. And makes more than enough money in easy, graceful, and divine ways. I hope you found this cash flow challenge valuable. I hope you also found it enjoyable. I know I did. It's really become my mission to help women transform their money experience from one of stress and anxiety into one of grace and joy and fun and abundance. Because once you know how to make money being you, you can really conquer the world. You really have, at that point, all the power and all the ability you need to generate the cash flow that you need to live the life that you crave. Just remember that making money is extremely important. I know it's, for a lot of you, a very uncomfortable situation, a very uncomfortable conversation. You weren't probably put in environments where money was talked about in comfortable ways. But I'm here to tell you that making money should be your number one priority, because you need money to live the life that you came here to live. You did not come here to struggle. You did not come here to be limited. You have everything available to you. This life is full of endless opportunities and possibilities. Your spirit is unlimited. It came here to live life, to let life flow through it, to enjoy life, to live and love and have lots of new experiences and be free and be happy. Here's what I know from experience. If you have not mastered your money story, you cannot master your life. You cannot live the life that you, the spiritual you, came here to live. It's all right in front of you. Everything is possible. Make making money your number one priority. It's a practice. It's a journey. It will happen over time. You can have huge transformations very quickly, but in most cases, it's going to be a daily occurrence. It's going to be a daily practice. You're going to have to step up and say, "Hi, my name is so-and-so. I help so-and-so accomplish this result. How can I be of service to you?" And here is the link to sign up and your investment. And absolutely having zero shame in standing up and making offers and announcing who you are and announcing who you're here to help. And oh, by the way, here's the investment. Here's the link to send me money. It really does become a process of transforming yourself into this, from this girl, right? It almost feels like, this 5-year-old girl who is afraid to ask for anything, into an empowered woman who takes nothing personally and has healed all of her dysfunctional relationships with money, so that you can finally just live the life that you came here to live and make the money you came here to make. Thank you so much for participating in this 5-day cash flow challenge. Again, I hope you found it valuable and enjoyable. I know I enjoyed creating this content with you or for you. I'd love to hear from you. Please comment below where you see this video. Let me know your ahas and your breakthroughs. And hey, if you actually celebrate your wins, maybe you signed a client, maybe you had a record-breaking sales day, I'd love to hear about it. Just comment below. Let us celebrate with you. Let us celebrate you and your accomplishments. I'm sending you much love. Thanks again for this, for being a part of this challenge and a part of this community.